Hey guys, it's May here in my house in New Orleans, and we've had another cold front. So it was 70 degrees 3 days ago, and now it's like 38, 40. Yeah, and very, very windy. So it's freezing here again. So anyway, I want to describe my house just for a second. And how does that tie in to the kind of videos I create for you, which are based on the zodiac and language? Well, the essence of all of it is the soul, is the spirit, is esoteric nature. It is everything outside of the human experience. And I wouldn't be who I am if I weren't from New Orleans, I don't think. And even the ancestors that are in my lineage. Um, It all helped create this script that I'm living in. And even the house that I'm in, I fully designed myself. And although that's the material plane, I'm very cognizant of that fact that materialism is an element of this script, which we need to mentally, as much as we can, separate, as it doesn't have value, obviously, as our soul essence does. However, I will say that I designed and modeled this house very much based on my own level of consciousness. And a lot of it had to do also with just being resistant to the digital technology age in which we're in. And it's very like true also to New Orleans and to it's very French to the history and the heritage here. And so I rented out and actually I think I said this in another video I have soon coming some witches are renting it. I've got a group of psychics coming. It's often like bridal parties. It's very feminine. It's like it's an oasis, even though it's in right in the center of everything, right on the streetcar in New Orleans. And actually, I may post some pictures or a video of it sometime for those interested in it, because it is connected to me, connected to the way I feel about we are sort of forced, right, if you will, to be in this digital age against our own will. For a lot of us, those with a big soul essence based on consciousness and everything outside of this material plane, for a lot of us, this is a real, true uh, adjustment. I know it's very difficult for me. So growing up in the late 80s and early 90s, this was a real Renaissance time, and it has always stayed with me. And growing up here in New Orleans as well, just also being a very eccentric, unique place. So what I'm saying is, I designed this whole house, and I was fortunate that my husband actually bought this house for me. I had lost a lot in Katrina, and that's a whole nother story. So Katrina is a whole story, and that's just it was just another situation created, matrix created in this synthetic artificial construct, holographic, which I didn't know then, but I definitely do now. So, okay, so I wanted to just show you a few things. This video won't be that long, but I did want to show you a few things because like there are those on the channel who are interested in they're very getting into this the spirituality aspect of this. And I hope the zodiac is resonating even just a little bit. I don't think you have to be well versed, it can be like Japanese, like a foreign language. I get it. However, I do think knowing the basics of your blueprint are essential. And so some of those on the channel are, we're talking about different things as far as what can we do in an analog way, similar to like how we knew before and who we really are away from the digital. I mean, to be honest with you, and one reason why the lighting in here is like candles and everything, which is exactly how, if you were to visit me in my house in New Orleans, is how it would be. And I do try to be a little incognito, just, the nature of my work for anyone that knows, in the private jet industry just knows, this already. However, that's part of the essence and the ambiance of who I am spiritually. And I only encourage you to be authentically your spirit as well. So if I'm going to do that, if I'm going to encourage that in others, for anyone, they must follow by example, right? Always follow by example. So I'll show you a few things real quick. And I think that in one video I showed like some books I was reading already. But like, so I can remember being really studious and into school and oh, I loved even though now I see it was the Rockefeller educational system, but I loved taking notes and things like that and having binders and notebooks. So I like that's my astrology binder. And so I organize it and I have dividers and charts printed. And so this is just to encourage you. It doesn't have to be astrology. I mean, it's whatever you're studying. I think everyone should be studying something. And this is a notebook that this is just one of many where I write a lot of things down. And then I want to show you real quick also a couple of things that you can use that I use because there's so much EMF and I'm really sensitive to it, like the LEDs and the EMF, and perhaps you are too. And so I got one of these, and this is like it's really interesting when I go to the airport because like what is she doing? But it's you can plug it into your phone and it keeps the radiation away from the cell phone, keeps it away from your head. I mean, that Bluetooth thing in the ear, unbelievable. You couldn't pay me $1 million. No way. So, and that's your cosmic, that's what connects you. That's gives you your cosmic downloads, which you want free and clear to get your messages. The whole point is to connect, right? So you can't do that with all this blockage. You don't think that they know that? Of course they do. That's why they want it at all times. Want it on you at all times, awake, asleep, everywhere, right? So, so I'll show you, actually, you know what? I'm going to show you this too. Hold on. I'll show you. This is I have a house phone. I have a regular phone too. So if you can still get access to a landline, I know it's not easy. Even if it's through the Wi-Fi, it's still better. It's still better on your away from your head and your ears. And I also I can't show you that. I had something else to show you. So, oh, here it is. So I also use these little pens, and I mean they're like $5 or $6, but it keeps the radiation off your fingers because this is spiritual. Palm, Palm Sunday, Palm, Palm. That's why they do the Pledge of Allegiance. Palm, which is connected, the heart, and then the right side, the right hemisphere of the brain, okay, is connected. And that I mean the whole system is spiritual, right? But you've got the pineal gland, pineal, that you want to protect. But believe it or not, it's your hand is radiating from all of this when you're doing this. I mean, this is so bad. So try maybe the pen or the handset. And then one other thing I want to show you because it is late. I'll do another video this week. I have a lot to say coming up, a lot on language, a lot on the zodiac. Mercury is going into retrograde, and people that really know astrology kind of freak out about this, but there's no need to freak out. It's a time for us to go into retrograde. Look at it like that. Like we just kind of reflect and sit back and retreat, okay? Study, read, learn. So I wanted to show you this book real quick, and I love this book. And it's kind of like not cheap, but it's the Secret Language of Birthdays. And I wanted to say to you guys, if anyone wants to put their birthday in the comments, I will write a little excerpt from it because it's every day. It discusses in the book every single day of the year, so everyone is in there. So that's all I really have in this video, and because it's late and it's cold and I have to like lock up the whole house. And for those that are interested, I will add a video, like a walkthrough video or whatever of the house. And I want to say one last thing, that I actually get like my cosmic downloads at night directly. And I think that for you too, this could be a really good thing. If you focus at night, when you're going to sleep or in the middle of the night or whatever, to focus, get activated, even if it means like you talking to the constellations, like I'm open to listen, like tune into your messages. Don't be anywhere near the phone, obviously, and tune in to your messages. So I have a lot of them, and that's why I keep the notebook right next to the bed lately, because there's just too many. There's so many. Okay, so I will be back soon, and I hope to see your comments on your birthdays. Thanks for listening.